Well, hello students. Once again, we are going to see the class of the plant kingdom, that is Bryophyta. Okay. In the previous class, that is Bryophyta and its characteristic features, I have told, and I have sent it the link also for you people. If you have not understood it, just to see repeatedly. Okay. And I am damn sure about that you are going to understand the characteristic features of the bryophytes. Now we are moving on to see the classes of the bryophytes. Okay, write down heading as classes of bryophytes. Heading you write down classes of bryophytes. Heading classes of bryophytes. How many classes are there? There are three classes. There are three classes of bryophytes. Class 1, Hepaticopsida. Class 1, Hepaticopsida. 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 Example: Riccia, Marchantia, etc. Example: Riccia, Marchantia, etc. Then class 2, Anthoceratopsida. Anthoceratopsida. Tacitus. Okay. Anthoceratopsida. Anthoceratopsida. Example: Anthoceros. Example: Anthoceros. Class 3, Bryopsida. Example: mosses. Class 3, Bryopsida. Example: mosses. So here in the bryophytes ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಾವು ಮೂರು ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. 3 classes we are going to see. Class 1, Hepaticopsida. 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 Example: Riccia, Marchantia, etc. Okay. Class 2, Anthoceratopsida. Example: Anthoceros. What is the example here? Anthoceros. Class 3, Bryopsida. Example: mosses. Okay. Class 3 is the Bryopsida, which is called as what? Example is mosses. Okay. So now Hepaticopsida ಇನ್ನೊಂದೇನು ಹೆಸರು? ಲಿವರ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. Hepaticopsida are also called as liverworts. Hepaticopsida are also called as liverworts. Okay. Anthoceratopsida are also called as hornworts. Anthoceratopsida ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೆಸರೇನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ? Hornworts ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Hepaticopsida is called as liverworts. Anthoceratopsida is called as hornworts. Now, how the plant body is present in this? The plant body in the Hepaticopsida is 2. Okay. Male plant body, female plant body are separately present in the Hepaticopsida. Male plant body and the female plant body are separately present. Male, write down first character. Class 1, Hepaticopsida. Class 1, Hepaticopsida. Characters. Male plant body is called as antheridophore. Male plant body is called as antheridophore. Female plant body plant body is called as archegoniophore. Female plant body is called as archegoniophore. Male plant body is called as antheridiophore. Female plant body is called as archegoniophore. Third point, asexual reproduction takes place by gamete cup. Asexual reproduction takes place by gamete cup. Okay, characteristic features, main characteristic features of the class Hepatocopsida. What are the main characteristic features? First character is male plant body is called as antheridiophore. Male plant body ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? Antheridiophore ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Female plant body is called as archegoniophore. Female plant body ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? Archegoniophore ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ asexual reproduction. In Kannada we say अलैंगिಕ ಸಂತಾನೋತ್ಪತ್ತಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ. Okay. Asexual reproduction takes place by the gamete cup. Gamete cup or gamete cup. These are the cup-like structures. These are the cup-like structure where there is a presence of spores. Sand spores irtava. The gamete cup are the cup-like structure where there is a presence of the spores. Okay, note down these points. Well, you have written the points of these class Hepatocopsida characters, main important characters. Now, class Anthoceratopsida. Next class is the class Anthoceratopsida. Which is the next class here? Class Anthoceratopsida. Write down. Class 2 Anthoceratopsida. Class 2 Anthoceratopsida. Okay. Now these Anthoceratopsida are also called as what? They are also called as hornworts. Anthoceratopsida are also called as hornworts. Hornworts anta yaake karitare? Because they are looking like a horns of the animal. Okay, horns of the animal ಕೊಂಬು ತರ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತವೆ ಗಿಡಗಳು. Okay, so ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು hornworts ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Okay, and example here is we are going to see that these are also an dioecious plant body. These are also an dioecious plant body. ಇವುಗಳನ್ನೂ ನಾವು ಮೇಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, that is a one character what you have to remember. Okay, that is a one character what you have to remember of the class Anthoceratopsida. Now class 3 Bryopsida. Class 3 Bryopsida, which is called as mosses. Class 3 Bryopsida, which is called as mosses. These mosses are having 3 parts. ಈ ಗಿಡಗಳನ್ನ ಈಗ ನಾವು 3 ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. See, this is the capsule, this is the seta, and this is the foot. ಈ ತರ ಗಿಡ ನೀವು NCERT ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಈ ತರ ಗಿಡ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ. ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಫುಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. This is called as seta. This is called as capsule. Okay, foot, seta and capsule are the 3 parts of the mosses plant body. Okay, ಯಾವ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? Foot ಅಂದ್ರೆ basal part. What is the foot here? It is the basal part. Seta, it is the long slender tubular shaped structure. Capsule, it is a bag like structure where there is a presence of small spores. Okay, ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣ ರಂಧ್ರಗಳು. The cap-like structure, the bag-like structure where there is a presence of small spores, that is called as what? Capsule. What do we call for this? It is the capsule. Understood? So class 3 is also called as what? Bryopsida, which is also called as mosses. Okay, mosses ಅಂದ್ರೆ soft body parts ಅಂತ plant body ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಗಾರ್ಡನ್ ಒಳಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ ಹುಲ್ಲಿನ ಥರ ಶೇಪ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ, ಹೌದಿಲ್ಲ? ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಬ್ರಯೋಪ್ಸಿಡಾ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಮಾಸಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದ 3 parts, that is foot, seta and the capsule. Foot is the basal part. What is the foot here? It is the basal part. Seta is the long, slender, tubular shaped structure, and capsule is the bag-like structure where there is a presence of small spores. Okay, so these are the characteristic features of the Anthoceratopsida and the Bryopsida. Write down class 2 Anthoceratopsida, then class 3 Bryopsida. Write down. So this completes your Bryophyta and its characteristic features. Okay, what we have completed? This completes the Bryophyta and its characteristic features. Now, next what we will see is Pteridophytes and its characteristic features. Okay, write down heading as Pteridophytes and characteristic features. Heading you write down Pteridophytes and its characteristic features. Heading ಬರ್ಕೋರಿ Pteridophytes, ಪುಚ್ಚ ಸಸ್ಯಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Pteridophytes and the characteristic features. Pteridophytes and its characteristic features. Characteristics ಅಂತಾನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Pteridophytes and its characteristics. Okay. Now, first point. These are the first terrestrial land plants. These are the first terrestrial land plants. ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಉತ್ಪತ್ತಿ ಆಗತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಗಿಡಗಳು. These are the first terrestrial land plants. Okay. Second point, the plant body is divided into root, stem and leaf. The plant body is divided into root, stem and leaf. What is the first point? These are the first terrestrial land plants. Okay, and the second point is the plant body is divided into root, stem and leaf. Okay, then third point, the root is also called as pteridophytic root. Okay, the root is also called as rhizomorph. The root is also called as rhizomorph, and the leaf is consisting of spores. And the leaf is consisting of spores. That is, here we are going to see 4 types of spores. How many types of spores we are going to see? 4 types of spores we are going to see. Spores, that is 4 types of spores. Okay, that is 4 types of spores. One is called as homosporous. Homosporous means spores which are similar in size. Homosporous means spores which are similar and same. Homosporous means spores which are similar and same are called as homosporous. Second one is heterosporous. What is heterosporous here? Spores which are spores which are different in size and shape. Spores which are different in size and shape are called as heterosporous. Third point, microspores. Third point is microspores, that is spores which are smaller in size. Spores which are smaller in size. Spores which are smaller in size are called as microspores. Micro means small. Microspores means the spores which are smaller in size. Macrospores. Macrospores, write down, spores which are larger in size. Spores which are larger in size. Spores which are larger in size are called as macrospores. So these are also called as megaspores. These are also called as megaspores. These are also called as megaspores. So first character of the pteridophytes, these are the first terrestrial land plants. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಉತ್ಪತ್ತಿ ಆಗತಕ್ಕಂತ ಗಿಡಗಳು ಫಸ್ಟ್ terrestrial land plants ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Second point is the plant body is divided into root, stem and the leaf. Okay. Third point is the root is also called as rhizomorph and the leaf is consisting of spores. That is 4 types of spores are present here. How many types of spores? 4 types of spores are present. That is homospores, heterospores, microspores, macrospores. Homosporous means the spores are similar and same. Okay, similar and same is same. Okay. Heterospores, spores which are different in size and shape. Microspores, that is spores are smaller in size. Macrospores, spores which are larger in size, and these are also called as megaspores. Write down these characteristic features. Well, these are the first few characteristic features. Next one, we are going to see the fourth characteristic feature. Next fourth characteristic feature we are going to see, that is the leaves are made up of microspores. Okay, the fourth characteristic features, write down, the leaf is made up of small sized spores called as microspores. And since it is present on the leaf, it is called as microsporophyll. It is called as what? Microsporophyll. What do we call? Microsporophyll. So what is microsporophyll here? That is the leaf which are made up of microspores. Those leaves which are made up of microspores are called as what? Microsporophyll. What is microsporophyll? The leaf made up of small sized spores called as microspores, which is called as microsporophyll. Okay. Next character you write down megasporophyll. Write down megasporophyll. Megasporophyll, right? The leaf which are made up of megaspores. The leaf which are made up of megaspores. The leaf which are made up of megaspores are called as megasporophyll. What is megasporophyll here? The leaf which are made up of megaspores. Those leaves which are made up of larger sized spores or megaspores are called as what? Megasporophyll. And this microsporophyll as well as megasporophyll, we are going to see these leaves in the pteridophytes. Okay. Pteridophytes, they are ornamental plants, we will say. What are pteridophytes here? These pteridophytes are also called as ornamental plants. Pteridophytes are also called as ornamental plants. What they are also called? They are also called as ornamental plants. Pteridophytes are also called as what? Ornamental plants. Next is the initial stage of pteridophyte. Initial stage of pteridophyte is called as prothallus. The initial stage of pteridophytes ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪುಚ್ಚ ಸಸ್ಯಗಳು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ಗೆ ಅವಾಗ ನಾವು prothallus ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. The initial stage of the pteridophytes is called as what? Prothallus. Then the life cycle of pteridophytes, write down. Here you can't see, most probably here you can't see. Just to write this character. The initial stage of pteridophyte is called as prothallus. Okay. So here fourth character is the leaf which is made up of small sized spores are called as microspores. It is also called as microsporophyll. Megasporophyll means the leaf which are made up of megaspores are called as megasporophyll, and these pteridophytes are also called as ornamental plants. And next character you write down. The initial stage of pteridophyte is called as what? Prothallus. What do we call for that? It is the prothallus. Okay. Write down this. Well, after this character, the seventh character, what you have to remember? The seventh character is life cycle of pteridophyte. Life cycle of pteridophyte is made up of two stages. Life cycle of pteridophytes is made up of two stages. First one is haploid gametophyta. And second one is diploid sporophyta. First stage is haploid gametophyte. Second stage is diploid sporophyte. Since these two stages are present in this pteridophytes, they are also called as alternation of generation. They are also called as what? Alternation of generation. They are also called as alternation of generation. ಪುಚ್ಚ ಸಸ್ಯಗಳ ಜೀವನ ಚಕ್ರದಲ್ಲೂ ಎರಡು ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವ. ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹ್ಯಾಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಫೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಪೋರೋಫೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಎರಡು ಆಲ್ಟರ್ನೇಟ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಆಲ್ಟರ್ನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಡು ವಿ ಕಾಲ್? ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಕಾಲ್ ದೆಮ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಆಲ್ಟರ್ನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್. ರೈಟ್? We are calling them as the alternation of generation. They are also called as, they are also called as alternation of generation. Also called as alternation of generation. Alternation of generation. Next point, there are 4 classes of pteridophytes. There are 4 classes of pteridophytes. 4 classes of pteridophytes. Class 1, Coelurotopsida. Class 1, Coelurotopsida. Example, Coelotum. Class 1, Coelurotopsida. Example, Coelotum. Then class 2. Class 2, Lycopsida. Class 2, Lycopsida. Example, Lycopodium. Class 2, Lycopsida. Example, Lycopodium. Class 3. Class 3, Sphenopsida. Class 3, Sphenopsida. Example, Selaginella. Class 3, Sphenopsida. Example, Selaginella. Class 3, Sphenopsida. Example, Selaginella. Class 4, Pteropsida. Class 4, Pteropsida. Example, Nephrolepis. Example, Nephrolepis. So here we are going to see the 4 classes of the pteridophytes. Class 1, Coelurotopsida. Example, Coelotum. Class 2, Lycopsida. Example, Lycopodium. Class 3, Sphenopsida. Example, Selaginella. Class 4, Pteropsida. Example, Nephrolepis. So with these 4 classes of pteridophytes, we are completing the today's class of pteridophytes and its characteristic features. Okay, how many classes are there? 4 classes. Class 1, Coelurotopsida. Class 2, Lycopsida. Class 3, Sphenopsida. Class 4, Pteropsida. And along with that, Coelotum as an example, Lycopodium example, Selaginella and the Nephrolepis as an example we are going to see. So with this we are completing the pteridophytes and its characteristic features. Okay.